There's a man standing at the edge of a hospital bed. He's wearing a white coat, his name embroidered on the lapel. Dr. Albert Mason. It's 1952, and before him lies a boy covered in thick, disfiguring warts. The child's skin, rough and hardened like cracked leather, has resisted every known medical treatment. But Mason, he's not a dermatologist. He's a hypnotist. With permission from the boy's desperate parents, he places a hand gently on the forehead, and he speaks a calm, deliberate tone. He describes the sensation of warmth, softness, of healing. He tells the boy's subconscious that his skin is smooth, healthy, and new. Over the next few weeks, something unexplainable happens. The boy's skin, once as rigid as tree bark, it begins to clear. And doctors, they call it an anomaly. However, Dr. Albert Mason calls it proof. But what is it proof of? You see, the human brain is an organic prediction machine. For every second, it processes an estimated 11 million bits of information, filtering reality through a complex lattice of past experiences, expectations, and subconscious programming. Neuroscientists have a term for this: predictive coding. The idea that our brain doesn't passively receive reality, but it constructs it. This is where the power of belief steps in. Harvard psychologist Dr. Ellen Langer demonstrated this in 1979 when she took a group of elderly men. She placed them in an environment meticulously recreated to resemble the year 1959. The music, the newspapers, even the TV broadcasts, everything reflected the past. The men were instructed to act as if they were 20 years younger. Within a week, measurable changes occurred. Their eyesight sharpened, their posture straightened, their grip strength improved. They walked faster, their minds were more alert. Blood tests revealed the biological markers of youth as though time itself had momentarily reversed. Their belief had triggered physiological change. If belief has the power to heal, it also has the power to harm. Consider the nocebo effect, the sinister twin of placebo. In 2007, a man suffering from depression swallowed an entire bottle of antidepressants. He was attempting suicide. He collapsed, rushed to the ER, and when he arrived, he was barely conscious. His blood pressure was critically low and his heart rate erratic. But when doctors reviewed his case, they found something shocking. The pills that he had taken, they were harmless sugar capsules. Had he overdosed on nothing? His belief alone pushed his body to the brink of death. At the quantum level, the observer shapes reality. Take a look at the famous double-slit experiment. Shows in this experiment that photons, particles of light, behave differently when they are finally observed. When unmeasured, they move like a wave, existing in multiple places all at one time. But the moment that they're watched, they decide to behave like particles, solid and predictable. Some physicists argue that consciousness plays a fundamental role in shaping the universe. Nobel Prize-winning physicist Eugene Wigner, he believed that the mind itself was a fundamental force, collapsing probability into certainty, possibility into experience. If subatomic particles respond to observation, well, what does that mean for us? Neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza, he spent years studying neuroplasticity and the brain's ability to rewire itself. His research suggests that thought alone can actually alter neural pathways. In one study, subjects who simply imagined doing bicep curls every day for 4 weeks experienced an actual 13% increase in actual muscle strength without ever touching a weight. You see, your brain doesn't distinguish between reality and deeply held belief. It fires the same neural circuits whether you're physically experiencing something or vividly imagining that. Now, what if your reality isn't something that happens to you, but something you create? What if your thoughts are not passive, but they're active forces shaping your body, your health, and even the very fabric of your world? Just like the good doctor's patient, the hypnotized boy with hardened skin, he experienced something inexplicable. The science is beginning to explain it. Your mind is not just an interpreter of reality. It is the architect. These are Interesting Things with JC.